visited the main stage yet.
I was going to bring that up earlier,
Late.
but I thought maybe
Shut the fuck up.
They need to win. If they want to play main stage at any point,
Oh.
they're going to win today, or else they're going to go home without having been there at all. Side swap, though. Reading room.
Why is it so hard waking up at like 11?
Looking at the way this is set up from the defenders, basically everybody from G2, apart from Doki, is playing off site.
All right, 1-1. Let's go.
C4. He's going to help the team above if there's
Let's
any pressure
go.
coming in. Loira can float around white stairs, up and
Lazy
down
bitch.
where needs
All
are
right.
required. For NIP, that setup that they have, you know, once you bring the ram, you're screaming that you want to establish some vertical control. But to do that, Cocktail is one of the most important positions that you need to clear, and that's why Alama was there. That's why Loira's on white stairs to help Alama out if the pressure gets too hot.
I mean, Cafe is just a fundamental.
No.
Like, not a lot really changes. It's all about your ability to clear
Skype.
key positions.
We're good,
push
we're
back defenders.
What's good, Twan? What's good, Twan?
Flank
Wake up late.
You guys are losers.
Blaz has been spotted by that drone.
Is that Wizard?
Hades will find the kill.
No.
Nah, no, I'm kidding.
Didn't quite get to see that one, though, but playing off the drone rather quickly there for NIP. Nets them the opening pick in this third round. Again, you can clearly tell the game plan for G2 operators like a Jaeger.
Come on, Zach.
Let's
go, Zach.
Be aggressive. They want to play aggressive here on Cafe. So far, mixed
Watermelon
results.
They know he's in the corner. I think they know, bro.
It seems like he knows one is stuck over towards Pixel.
It don't matter.
You've got to be careful as well. There's always the threat of that swing over from Cocktail's side.
Loira.
Loira. A headshot.
Nice job, Loira.
Fantasy playing inside Freezer. Double mirror setup so we can see everything that's going on piano.
He can start to fall back now as well because there's only a minute left. Now, can they?
They know he's there.
STOMPN out of this Pixel position. They'll still have deployable shield, so still rather safe.
And the hatch is open too if he wants to drop down through that hatch if needs are required.
Get the power play.
It's going to stand his ground, playing Pixel. Cons finds
Come on,
another
Jack.
kill. Loira falls, and that is now a signal from the fall a little further back. Now STOMPN really good at selecting.
Let's go, Zach!
Oh, shit! Why would you switch, bro?
45 seconds to go. G2 have pulled
Nice,
back
G2.
again.
Nice, Zach!
G2, that's overwhelming. NIP on the defensive Cafe. They're not just falling back. They're not trying to play.
Trevor say, nice, Zach!
In the faces of the attackers. So far, so good.
There's something I want to say about STOMPN, and I know that some people are going to say this is a stretch, right? But when I watch this kid play, he is so good at selecting what gunfights to take and his angles. Like, most fights that he take are 60-40 in his favor. And you know, he learned that, I think, through console. He's gotten himself in these good positions.
This is W Glaze.
Reminds me, and this might be controversial.
That W Glaze.
But it reminds me of Pengu just a little bit. Now, he's got a long way to go to be in that conversation. But the way he moves around the map and the way he selects fights impresses me so much for what is essentially a rookie.
Oh my gosh. That's the 50 Roller Saturdays coming back and teaching you how to play the game. I'm trying to tell you. This shit really, I could
What
go
did I call?
pro.
3-1?
I could go pro.
I'll tell you who's doing a really good job, though, so far is Alamau, just playing off of the pressure elsewhere. He's then able to slip in and
more like 100
go a little
plus.
bit unguarded by NIP. They're more focused on players like Loira and STOMPN. Alamau's got himself up to 5 kills, but he's never too often really been the direct threat. He's just kind of slipping through the cracks in the back line and finding these picks because NIP are so focused on the
I think
aggressive
G2 found their full slate. I ain't gonna lie.
Allowable
They're not gonna drop. Bro, I literally called this, Ryan, because they went upstairs first. You know how upstairs is just like so trash because all the windows?
With a minute left on the round, you probably start to give that up and start to fall back and allow them to take that.
But now, Chad, look, they literally did what I said.
Basically fought to the death.
Wait, what?
They wanted out.
Nah, so like they're not going upstairs. They're just gonna go offside.
Go, gamer.
Didn't feel safe. Backing off with the distance it takes to get the white.
Thanks for the 20 my sites.
I'm going to take the fight. Alama probably helped
And give it 3 months.
Almost holding his ground inside.
Holy fuck, I can't talk. I just woke up.
But so far, so good.
Nice, Doki.
He's going to get his
nice
game, and it's a spawn peak. Nice of Doki to say he's got somebody in his pocket when it's Doki's first kill of the game.
Easy spawn.
It doesn't matter. Doki always talks shit. It doesn't matter.
Stand on business.
He's standing on business. He don't care if he's 1 in 10.
Tight shit. Now, so no logic bombs.
I get the C-Jack
essentially, when you kind of look at the that they did bring, the Docker piece really helpful for someone like Fantasy on the Nook when they want to kind of clear out these lurkers, these roamers.
He knows.
Loira wanted to take the battle with Fantasy.
He's dead. He's dead.
Out to the Nook, got some damage in.
Yep.
But
good refrag. Good read.
Advantage still maintained for G2.
Yeah, now Blaz will get a little bit closer to sight. Cons with
Flip
the
cams,
diffuser.
Loira.
He's going to
Great
work out
read.
where that next hole that maybe NIP can grab
run, Zach,
a little
run.
bit of space. Loira will throw a little bit more shade
Bato.
inside
Ta
chat.
Achando ki fasol.
For NIP, you've still got more than half the round to work with. You've got drones. You can still isolate. Because one thing about G2 is true.
Nah,
they will always give you at least one versus one if you really look for it. And at this moment in time, like Doki, he's in that position. Almao still playing by cocktail on the top floor.
He said easy?
If they pick whichever one of those fights they
play
the most, you will get a chance to win one.
There's not a lot on the table right now for NIP to navigate this round. I mean, you've essentially got the flank watch, flank denials in Nomad and the gridlock. And then the soft breach as well.
Stupid!
Wait, Blaz knows. Blaz has wall hacks. Blaz has wall hacks.
Blaz going kind of crazy, I ain't gonna lie.
They are the ones that are bringing the firepower.
Come on, let's take the
baby.
Fucking finals, dude.
And NIP, ever since that opening round, have looked stalled out.
shit in their pants.
Yeah, I think. I hate
whoa! What did he just pull out?
That ground floor attack was like a momentum killer, even though it was just the second round. Everything looked so good, and they've not bounced back from then. At this point,
this shit looking too easy,
they're going to call a timeout.
They're shit in their pants, by the way. Oh, Team Secret too well.
Weebo's
gonna win! Weebo's gonna win! Shut up.
But then on the other side of things,
how'd they even make it this far?
Relaxed G2 are looking right now.
Bro, they gap.
No,
I'm not talking about them.
Blaz is talking with the team, talking maybe some things that he's seen.
Yeah, who'd they beat?
It's very much an open forum.
Yeah, who'd they beat?
W7M. They 2-0'd them.
Giving what, talking about what they're seeing and what their thoughts are.
Oh,
this team is good though, Ryan.
W7M.
They're not bad.
And Fury got first rounded?
No, Fury didn't get first round.
Well, an even spread as well.
No, I'm saying that they like went to losers record though.
Laura's got 4, Stompn 4, Blaz has got 3.
Because Fury lost to
in that previous round.
Nah, they won both their BO1s.
No, Fury lost Oxygen. No?
That was earlier.
No, they said NIP
Early
beat
days though,
Oxygen.
but this is NIP's map pick.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, bad signs, but again, you're on attack on Cafe.
Miss Bugatti with the tier 1 sub. Appreciate tier 1 sub. Too bad, so sad. They had to play against
G2.
Swift the tier 1 trade off with the prime. Kush Crab with the tier 1.
Rechance the top floor having lost it in the opening round of this game.
Well, you say that, but G2 got 4 attacking rounds against FaZe on this map yesterday, so it's not as if
Ryan, I hit legs last night.
They do switch sides. NIP really do need to win these next 2 rounds.
It's important for them, but as I look at this lineup that G2 is bringing, it's going to be kind of playing from the outside of sight in one
For y'all secret, like this is the freest.
Why do they always ban IQ? Is that like their play?
And the last time we came to sight,
yeah, bro, especially if they're gonna leave up Valkyrie, bro. Yeah.
But I feel like pro league players leave up Valkyrie even with they don't even bring an IQ with Valkyrie.
Which will be, of course, in Valk's pocket, but I think I like the way
depends,
that G2 have set this
I'm not gonna lie though, bro.
G2's got a very good lineup in his 5th round.
If you don't look for the fucking cam, you're cooked, bro.
The contest of the IQ means that those Valk cams traditionally can be up a little bit longer than usual.
This guy's the DMR on Buck. All right.
Judging by this lineup for NIP as well, again, it's going to be kind of playing out the same way as before. Second floor, open floorboard, probably looking towards that freezer side. The Deimos to maybe put some pressure onto the VIP player.
All right.
Just need to see NIP try and bring a little bit more aggression though.
Ryan, do you have the new drops or no?
Focused on the setup.
I don't think so.
It's just for these. They're like their stream, huh?
Like to interrupt that setup now, so they don't just sit back. You know, you think back to the
20-second
meta days when
cornball that they don't give us the drops.
Essentially sit and wait.
Chat, maybe they'll update it soon. Apparently, like my shit switched, so hopefully they'll switch it.
That attacking setup.
It's gotta wait a little bit, chat. Probably.
That kind of ties back to the point I made in the pre-show. Like NIP, they kept playing even though the game moved on. That was their problem. That's why we didn't see a lot of success for them. And it looks like they're falling back into
nice, Laura.
You lost the Twitch now. That's absolutely massive.
Dude, they're in their head, Ryan.
What's Laura's real name?
To get rid of.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. If I'm an NIP fan, it's going to make things a lot
harder. What's Laura's real name?
Inside this round. Now, Deimos will look to find that pick. We know that Loira is in that position, but it doesn't matter because STOMPN is there. Fantasy will eventually trade that back. But you look at who they've lost. They've lost the Capitan now. That's Smokes, that's Flames. It makes things even harder.
Roberto?
When it comes to that execute.
Come on, Roberto.
Is cold at this point in time as well. And not to
That's what it is.
G2
so chat told me.
Valve cams. They've got tons of information that they can gather on where NIP are playing.
They've got gas babes as well. And the operators that are left for NIP, very much these setup stylistic operators. The Buck wanting to open up the soft breach. It's really the Deimos now for Fantasy.
Chat, don't say Zach Relay. Don't say his full government.
The kills, bring the numbers back for NIP, but down a player, 60 seconds left. Still droning, still working for more information. And still having not really cleared out the site itself in terms of utility. This is going to be oh so difficult for Ninjas in Pajamas. G2 heading towards a 4-1 lead in this quarterfinal off the back of a timeout from
If Loira's locked, he knows that he ran.
It comes down to a desperate Hail Mary with 40 seconds left. They're just going to need to hit some really, really fortunate shots. It's the only way that NIP will win this round.
Where is this guy going?
Is
Loira walking up?
29 seconds to go. A repositioning here as we see Fantasy will move down by reception, but he's got Naruni Gate in front of him if he looks to step in. Player tucked in the corner.
Get him off the team, bro.
Hey, this team is like slumbers.
Will fall. You'll see a lot of pressure. Wizard pushing down Brown Stairs, finds his one, but a quick 1-2, and G2 win round 5. They're 4-1 to the good on Cafe defense.
You could sit back and say, what was that from NIP? I mean, quite
hey, Davio!
Why it starts that way is because of G2's pressure. That is exactly the reason why NIP.
I feel lonely. I want to dab somebody up.
Because of what G2 did at the start of the round, finding those.
Speaking with the 4 months, Junior with the problems, good Junior.
Around the map and saying to NIP, we are not going to allow you.
Yo, Phantom, I don't have you muted, bitch.
Position so you can then play your setup game to open up and weaken the site, so then you can then execute. NIP never even got in that round,
they don't know you.
Any kind of opportunity to play their setup execute style. So G2
I guess they don't know me.
What NIP want to do.
But it's the pick they got too.
Doki literally said, "Yo, you want to join G2?"
Was so much stronger because
I was like, "Nah."
Can't get rid of those Goyo canisters until the end.
Nah.
He's gonna pop those himself when there's a minute left on the clock. It just stops absolutely everything. They were fishing then. NIP were fishing for a long time.
Nah, that would hit, bro.
And
PR6, bro. Furia versus G2.
Until they knew they could win the fight. So at this point, G2
who does point play today?
Strong. NIP enter their final
SSG.
Uh-oh. Hey, Sky, we gotta watch that.
Oh, you know we're watching that, Ryan. Wait, I might go SSG though.
Did manage to
I know I made a mistake last time, but it was W7.
We were very reliant on the mirror setup that time. Mirror now has been
Ray, didn't you get trucked by number 44?
Yo, Mingo,
on
Hall,
Doc is playing by piano. You can play aggressive there. Because if you get down, you can straight
that's
back
ball
up.
knowledge.
Does damage onto Wizards.
They've gone.
Who are you feeling like?
To try and bring some aggression. I think it's just like we need a gun inside the map to go shooting and hunting for G2, knowing full well they're playing these aggressive positions. So they've changed their lineup a little bit. So rather than overstacking for the setup style operators, they go Hades on the Ash. He's been the best player.
I promise you, SSG found their spark, chat. I'm not even joking.
The space then by removing a couple of defenders, give us a man advantage. We can then funnel in, get ourselves into a good position. So NIP breaking out that Hail Mary game plan for this final round of the half.
This guy has no drip.
After Loira nearly got that early spawn peak and didn't find it, he fell back then they reinforced bathroom late on the round, so they played aggressive, didn't get a reward. They've fallen back now and they've changed up all their positions. STOMPN.
Relax, 1 HP.
By Pixels. So at this point, Fantasy, he's on the other side.
Fantasy.
That's an NA need here.
Oh, it's all horribly wrong for NIP.
Yeah, Alamau gets that kill. Down goes Wizard. Down goes the gridlock. That's your flank watch, essentially. He's been removed at this point.
No!
Pull one back, but it's a 4v4 with a minute and a half to go. And G2 still holding all the power positions. Alamau inside a cocktail. Blaz directly below that main, the sky. Like, Doki gets to see this is looking really bad for NIP.
Come on, Doki.
It's looking horrible for NIP. They're just getting shredded. G2
you guys are fucking ass.
have just got every single answer.
Nice, Doki.
Pino still needs
drop the prime. Angie with the prime.
Still needs to deal with that BPC. Final frag grenade from Cons will do that. Still has 2 RUs available.
What's good, son?
2v3. Must find this round win. I mean, this is a quarter-final. This is a playoff match. This is not the time to just whimper out of these maps on your map pick. At this point in the tournament,
good aim, Doki.
Yo, hey, Red.
Pino will probably sense his opportunity to win this round.
Yo, can we just watch STOMPN without complaining? Thank you.
G2 are picking up the pressure here on Cafe and making a charge.
Let Doki get the clip. The rule is, if Doki's on a 3K, let him swing him.
5-1.
There's nothing Pino can do. You've literally got Alamau holding over by Cocktail. He can swing up to heaven. You've got still the cover being held from Freezer. There's still pressure from the shield. There's no way Pino can win that round.
These guys can upset him.
And on a map like Cafe,
how we looking?
If you don't clear Pixel, if you don't clear Cocktail, you're never going to find any real success in the round. And NIP
do this shit,
well, they limped their way through that attacking half. Things will switch over. They will now be on the defense.
Cam with the pride, he can't.
They're just 2 rounds away from winning their opponent's
We go down 5-0.
and then going to
not Chaz.
This might end early.
Chaz, we hit 4K subs the last 2 days.
It is a long way back now for
Nope.
NIP. They do go defense themselves. That's a saving grace. But as I mentioned before, G2's performance on Attack Cafe against FaZe Clan yesterday was outstanding. Bring more of that, and they will have no trouble.
You can now use your revenue to gift subs and buy bids.
And it goes back to what we were talking about on the
says new
pre-match desk. Gibson, I mentioned for NIP, they played 1 day, 2 best-of-1s against lesser opponents, win them both. Then it's a day off, and now you're going up against the G2 team in form.
I'm trying to tell you, Chad, SR's not going to win, bro.
Yesterday. And it's showing inside of the server.
Stomp is winning.
I think for NIP, like, even if you lose this map, build some momentum, win a couple of rounds, get yourself going before you go to that second map. Because if you go out of this at a 7-2 or even a 7-3, you're thinking, how do we
know what sucks though, bro?
We lost our
what?
We're
2 good games are gonna start
so
like
NIP,
at the same time.
How can you win these rounds starting? Well,
Echo?
Look at what G2 did.
Because VPN Furia is locked,
bro. Pixel shield in place. Hits will reinforce bathroom with the head hole, so you've got basically the opportunity for playing Pixel. You drop back into bathroom. Pino locking himself inside of Cocktail. So essentially, they're doing similar things because, as you said, it's a fundamental map. There's not too many ways you can dress up Cafe that nobody will have ever seen before.
That's one. The Echo drone gone. Oh, almost killed Frost already.
G2 go on the attack now. Curious to see how aggressive NIP themselves will be.
Yep, and there goes Frost.
Through this window from Alamau. And Doki finds the opening pick onto Pino. The Frost.
Wait, where did he kill Frost from?
That's Cocktail control, if they want it. Look, Fantasy is playing by planks right
he already
now,
in
you've got
JDS?
No defenders inside of Cocktail. Blast is on one window, Alamau on the other. Looks like they're going to swap the diffuser over at this point in time. Alamau is going to pick that one up with the sledge. But at this point, look, Hits is still playing over by Pixel. There is zero pressure apart from Stomp, and he might push up red on that side of the map. Cons looks like he's still playing from below, but at this point in time, NIP don't look ready for what G2 are bringing.
4 drones remaining for G2. Iron Scan will go out from
Baited him.
A run out from Cons.
Zers in the pride, these ears.
Inside now, going up white stairs. It's
nice side.
Alamau follows seat and G2.
Nice, Laura. Nice splash.
Hammer down as well onto NIP, just like that in the blink of an eye. They just go bang. And Ninjas in Pajamas were not ready for what G2 were bringing that round.
Even little things they did there, right? I was watching the overhead feed.
I mean, wrap this shit up. Not even fun to watch.
To the window, he smoked off the new hatch drop. That meant nobody could swing from that section of the map. They knew the Cocktail was clear. The only 1v1 he really had to worry about was if there was somebody inside bathroom or freezer. He wins that kill. He goes in for the plant. NIP panic and try to swing the retake, and everybody from G2's waiting.
The biggest thing in that round
was Alex.
Of a difference maker compared to what we saw from NIP. They get the opening pick.
Yep, Laura, talk that shit.
And then work around what they want to do as a team.
That shit, Laura. Talk that shit.
Execute. And that execution at the end of that round was the best attacking round we've seen all game of Cafe.
Is that a coffee? What is that?
And it's from G2,
who's that,
their
Laura?
one and only attacking round. That's a statement.
Oh, it's definitely
6-1
black coffee,
up now on the map pick of NIP, and this one is looking disastrous.
I meant
for the
Roberto.
Brazilians.
G2 are playing really well too, though. Like, you got to give them.
Yo, Raid, you got trucked by number 44, Raid. Get out my chat.
Mistakes, but G2 are playing this map so clean.
Raid, I think that's why you're like so
wholeheartedly.
Emotional.
But NIP looked like a team that's had a day
Your
off.
head's messed up.
Cold, and that's what I was fearful of on the desk when I said they've had a day off.
Yep.
Doesn't always bode well, as much as it is a reward for qualifying day 1.
Hey, bro, I'd rather have Kool-Aid, bro.
They look like a team that's not prepped and ready to go, whereas for
better be 0-calorie Kool-Aid.
Game yesterday,
nope, cherry Kool-Aid. I'm gonna burn it off later.
Missing a beat. A long way back now for NIP. Yes, it's a best.
And I'm not gonna lie, bro. Yes, I know this is bad, bro. I'm only gonna have a little piece.
But you got to take some form into bank. You don't want to be losing this 7-1, 7-2. At least if you can string 3-4 rounds together. And yes, if you still then ultimately lose, the form is regained, mustered up and ready to go for that second map.
G2 with the lineup that they are bringing this time around will scream that they want to take some control from above at least. They'll bring Blast. He'll be able to put those track stringers down on brown stairs and make sure that nobody from NIP can get an easy flank on the side. Remember we speaking about the site, it was a flank by Alamau a little bit earlier on whenever G2 were on the defense that shut down an NIP attack on this site. So they've brought their flank watch, they've given themselves the ability to create vert on the site.
A little Pop-Tart.
I'm always a fan of a Capitan pick.
Oh, how is this happening again?
Nice, Roberto!
Capitan.
Come on, Roberto! Yeah!
Kill on the fantasy. I know that's the warden.
He's laughing.
Fantasy was really good on day one as well. 3 and 8 in this match. That's a big piece for NIP. That's not firing. Again, another opening kill for G2. They've dominated that facet of this match. Constantly having advantages that they're then capitalizing upon. And NIP are always on the back foot. Been the harsh reality for this roster. NIP have just not looked like a team that's actually arrived at the arena today. And now for G2, you've got full second floor control. There's no response at all from NIP. There's still a minute 20 on the clock as well. This is wonderful time management for G2. They're just constantly setting the tone and the pace early in these rounds, and NIP are dictated by what G2 are doing.
They're going to use a frag grenade now to make it so that you can get that hatch open, but I think that didn't quite land where it needed to. Now, Cons is still playing in Christmas Tree, so with that being the case, you've still
just walk that Christmas tree guy down.
So good
that's what they're going to do.
Enable yourself to get in and go for that plan. 5 versus 4. 45 seconds to go.
I want to see them start moving now, though, G2. Yep. Give yourself a bit of breathing room.
Are they going bakery?
There's 40 seconds left. Don't let that clock kick down to 15, 20 seconds.
I don't think anybody's playing in there.
Yes, you've got the player advantage, and certainly you can
30 seconds, come on.
In terms of rushing towards the site. Plenty of drones left. Should have a lot of information here. 30 seconds. Still struggling with this hatch over towards fire.
They really don't have anybody bakery, bro.
By the time
they're going to have a cam, though, and a Fenrir, maybe?
Have just kind of stalled themselves out. Doki for the close swing on the window, and Wizard will win that. Fenrir holds that position towards Small Bake.
He's stuck here, they know.
That to a 4v4 stalemate in terms of guys alive. Heading into red time. And now the time itself is starting to really lower for G2. They switched it up, went for the bakery hit, and IP weren't ready for it. STOMPN through prep was able to find
let the king plant. Yep, he knows when to get off.
Cons gets off the plant, but NIP will shut STOMPN down and stay alive here on Cafe.
Yeah, he won the first one, but there was nobody covering the push through.
Yo, where's the other two people?
Went around G2 almost brute force.
Baited Zach? We're baiting?
Clock, but NIP pull
sub me in, coach.
But it's still 6-2. Now you're going to go back to bar and cocktail.
Nah, Zach's locked. He got off that plant and fry the shit out of him.
As cleanly as I've seen it be won in recent history. What are NIP going to change? Because being real, I don't think G2 are going to go for the exact same attack twice. You know, you went for cocktail the first time. They're probably going to change things up a little.
So we head over to mining for this next round. G2 will be disappointed with the way that they kind of closed out that previous one, considering they had the opening period.
Is this a new stage?
And started their prep with about a minute and 30 on the clock. And then ultimately, they couldn't get open that hatch and decided to go against that freezer push and went for a very late rotate towards Bakery. And while they almost pulled it off, they did leave themselves really no room for error, and that cost them in the end. Still a lot more work to be done, though, for NIP. Long way back here on Cafe. 4 more rounds consecutively required. Will take a mighty effort for this team.
Much love, Waspik.
Much love, bro. Before, even if they don't bring this all the way back and don't win it outright, find a couple of rounds, okay, feel a little bit more confident inside of the server, and then head over to bank. That's got to be the mentality.
Yeah, we might see something similar with the double.
Oh my God.
The sledge is in play. They brought 4.
Flash with the prime, everyone the prime. Appreciate y'all boys.
Pretty successful. You
that shit was sweet as fuck.
Forces the player out into the line
like
of sight.
I don't need anything else to drink.
Kill. Now Alamo will get in that exact
Make with the prime, thank you, Mingo.
On the window that we saw him play.
Chat, this is not the same wizard as console wizard.
Nobody else.
Brazilian wizard.
Side of the map just yet. Blaz will watch for any jump outs at this point in time.
I like this lurk.
They're just
I like
fishing.
this lurk.
Doki will get rid of some cams. The Twitch, you can see the Twitch being utilized to just make things a little bit harder to spot. I know. I love this. If you push up Brown and you get a barbed wire, if somebody is playing directly below Skylight, this is as easy a kill as you're going to get. But look, inside a library and
perfect
2
timing.
ships
Come on.
inside
J Guns. We call this the J Gun strategy.
The flank is coming in. Eventually, the fire will come out.
That's bad aim.
Wins those.
Well, Laura just
how the fuck?
Was hoping that he would get a teammate to push in, drop shot, and the knife to finish.
Laura, put the SMG-12 down.
What was hoping to be an aggressive push early on to catch out NIP.
Let him get a couple rounds. It's whatever. I didn't want to see a 7-1 anyway.
To get deep. But he just didn't really get a lot of help. And then the first shot's whiff as he got behind default bookcase, swung back out, good kill, and a good hold as well from Cons. Cons had to do a really, really solid job there because he was getting pressured from 2 different angles. That will most likely be the round. And it's a solid round for NIP because it meets G2 at their best and most aggressive head-on and come out on top.
What an idiot.
G2 maybe
you should have seen this guy run
a little bit and then had to late rotate and then the clock beat them. This round, NIP have beaten them.
This round is still ongoing though. There's still information being garnered by the side
like a good
of G2. STOMPN trying to
what you get from Wendy's? This is my go-to at Wendy's. A spicy chicken sandwich.
4v2.
Big trust.
That
shit's gas.
Joey with the prime.
Lex with the is the round over, but it's going to be really difficult. 40 seconds now as well. Doesn't leave you a lot of time. STOMPN towards red.
Stop it, knows just one there.
By the way, sitting at the bottom
Look, his spidey senses are tingling. Yep.
Cons does get knocked down. That's by Blaz elsewhere towards Cocktail. 30 seconds. If they can both find a kill each quickly, and that brings it back to a 2 versus 2.
No way he does it again, right?
For NIP now, you've got to fall back, play the site, deny the plant positions. Blaz actually now into site. Sorry, not site, it's mining.
Still not too far away, though. Gets rid of that camera. You've still got 2 defenders in by reading room, but STOMPN finds one.
No,
a chance. Pino
why are we full spraying?
The odds and hits, closes out the round. NIP.
Well, they had to run at the end because they were just so low on time. And so, you know, Blaz running and sprinting down that hallway when they still hadn't cleared out fire.
Yes, it's a BO3.
That's twice in a row, though. You could say the same thing happened in the previous round.
Yeah. Yeah, that round falls back to NIP at the start, though, and their ability to actually counter that early aggression from G2.
I used to drink water like that.
Brings it back
to
the
let me try that. Let me try that. Let me see.
You're on defense,
that's like tech, chat. Who knows? Drinking water to the side.
Doable now for NIP.
What the fuck does that just do to me?
Because they left themselves with no room for
I feel more hydrated.
And you spoke about it. G2 played Brazilian opposition on this map already.
Yep.
Oh, ordering 2 spicy chickens. So oh, yo, man, get me one too, bro.
I can't see
yo,
G2
Sky, what do you mean?
Fuck!
I always
Ryan,
say that.
shit! You're right, bro. You caught me.
As long as
you know what I made last night, though, after my workout?
He's emotionally fine. G2 got a chance. I think he's one of those players that, if you want to know how G2 are playing, look at him.
Green beans, potatoes, lamb,
this
ham.
is finally where it feels like if
burger,
we had
chicken.
Say taken the first 5 rounds out of this game, we had started this match 20, 30 minutes a little bit later. Now it feels really even. Now it feels like NIP is starting
to get on when
going inside of the server. Hates are starting to frag.
Why are you wearing Carhartt like you've ever gotten your hands dirty?
Like Cons is not going to be the guy that's going to go and drop 15 kills, but you can trust him in the 1vx's.
Right.
You can trust him in those pinch positions like we saw in reading
Are you kind of sad that like
can they get more out of fantasy though? That's my concern. He's only 3-8 and so far been
what do you think?
The second best player of the tournament for NIP.
It's pretty deep for me. I'm not gonna lie. Like
texted me though.
I feel like he could have like you know like.
He texted me. He said if STOMPN makes it to the grand finals, he's gonna watch that whole thing. And we're going to play Roller Saturday after.
NIP heavily on the negative when it comes to the kill feed so far in this game.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Pino 3-8, Cons 5-8.
Hopefully he makes grands then. Yeah, he should make grands.
Wait, is Grand Saturday?
Alamo and STOMPN.
I have no idea.
I thought grands was Friday.
Between the 3 of them.
Yeah.
That's my birthday. I think it's the 10th though. Yeah, I think it is Saturday.
No, because it's August 5th through August 9th, I thought, the event.
I do wonder for G2
then it's on my birthday.
Simple!
Never celebrating my birthday.
Is it not the 9th?
Start. Probably not, considering this top
Chat just said Saturday. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Saturday. August 9th. It's Saturday.
The setup from NIP as well. Khan's playing inside of.
Oh, that is Saturday. Oh
Hatch
shit.
is open. He can drop from that
It's
position.
Friday. Friday. About to get drunk on Friday with Mingo JCE.
Cause a lot of problems now. That is enabled by the castle barricade that splits it off from piano, so he can play Humidor as long as that.
Wait, if STOMPN makes it to finals, what time is that start
job
at?
is to keep
12
East?
Probably like 6 a.m. my time.
Over by Cocktail just to keep an eye on what
9
is
East.
going on. So they're
Cervix to the prime, Cricks
to meet G2 at all of the points of entry to the top floor, which I think is so important on a map like this.
Down him with a grenade, down him with a grenade. Drone him.
Nade was thrown. You're seeing another double nade. And they're
drone
taking
him
control of the section of the map with ease. Now there's probably going to be an attempted swing from Wizard from planks. All Blaz has got to do is keep his reticle right.
They know he's
on
down,
Wizard
surely.
But he allows Wizard to cross.
Oh no.
Oh nah.
No nitro cells remaining as well for NIP.
Alamo vaulted in, came in.
Doesn't matter though. Doesn't matter though. Doesn't matter. It's a flood,
baby. Well done, Doki. Alamau, you two fucking legends.
G2 certainly now set up to take the opening map of this quarterfinal. Cons in a 1v4. So unlikely and shut down by STOMPN.
Nice bait kill, Stomp.
A slight resurgence from NIP.
Something I would have did.
Why would you pick Cafe, dumbasses?
Out on their map pick of Cafe to
Wait,
G2,
they picked Cafe?
1-0 up in this quarterfinal.
What I loved about that, you've got a player on the window of Cocktail, player down. They cross. You're like, oh no, he's.
Do they win money if they like made it this far? Surely, right?
And he shouts to Alamau.
Yeah, they're already tomorrow. They'll already be what, top 4, top.
By heaven.
No, I'm not talking.